Hello everyone! Greetings for the day. I am Vandana Bajaj and I'm a plus educator with an academy for CBSE class 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. And I have been teaching for last 12 years and this is my 13th year in teaching fraternity and it's going amazing. I started teaching on Unacademy in April 2020 and till since then the journey has been magnificent and very enchanting. I am a company secretary. I have done my NET, which qualifies me to be an assistant professor across India. I have done my master's in commerce and bachelor's in management studies. My subject forte is English language and literature, business communication, and business management related subjects, economics, law, audit. Passionate dancer and painter, and this is how my course page looks like. So don't forget to download the Unacademy app, search for educator Vandana Bajaj and click on the follow button so that you get notified about all my free sessions, all my plus classes, all my batches that are coming up in the next few days and for the month of December. If you really enjoy studying with me and my hacks have been of great benefit to you, you have seen some improvement in your results, even if it is a marginal improvement, make sure to make it bigger and better. You subscribe to the wonderful portal of Unacademy because that gets you a 10% discount, just the area that I'm highlighting with yellow. So that is my referral code. Make sure that you use this referral code to get a nice 10% discount and it wins me some appreciation on the portal. Getting started with today's topic, but before that, let me tell you about this very beautiful venture, a very beautiful step that Unacademy has taken this initiative. We have come up with a creative corner. I am sure all the students who've been regularly following me have been attending all my plus special and YouTube classes. They're aware about this. It's my duty to inform you that you just have to take a subscription of any of the classes from 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, any of these classes, and you get a complete access free. However, a Creative Corner access free. However, now there is a condition that comes along, and that condition is if you take a subscription before 22nd of November, that is when you get this as free. Otherwise, this is going to be chargeable henceforth. So till 22nd November, Creative Corner. That is, you get to host your first magic show, doodle your first digital comic, create your first app, learn public speaking, be a human calculator, get good tricks of Vedic maths, learn how to be a financial wizard, and building your first robo, much more with origami, singing, and a lot many other skills and your hidden talents. All of this you get to do it for free till 22nd of November if you take a subscription. After that, when you take a subscription, Creative Corner won't come along as a free thing. You will have to pay separately to access this corner. Now getting started with today's session, which is a very, very beautiful poem and has been written by an equally amazing poet, that is Court Skinny. And his work of art, the one that we're going to study now, the poem that we're going to study now, Rain on the Roof, is really, really splendid. I will be doing this explanation as a disclaimer. I'm telling you, this explanation will be first in English followed by in Hindi so that you can do a combination study of both the languages or pick one which you're most comfortable with. So इसका जो explanation है आज की हमारी poem का, वो हिंदी में भी होगा, इंग्लिश में भी होगा. पहले इंग्लिश में होगा, फिर हिंदी में होगा, और जो भी सेशन आपको अच्छे से समझ में आ रहा है या दोनों लैंग्वेजेस को मिला के अच्छे से समझ में आ रहा है, यू कैन चूज इट फॉर योर सेल्फ. आप अपने लिए सिलेक्ट कर सकते हैं. However, I would always insist on the fact that please focus when I'm doing it in English. It helps you to understand the word meanings because that is the narrative and you have to write in English language this paper. You cannot write this paper in Hindi. समझने के लिए आप हिंदी का सहारा ले सकते हो, लेकिन इंग्लिश पे भी उतना ही गौर फरमाइएगा. So let's get started. Once again guys, I'm Vandana Bajaj and if you really enjoy my method of teaching, make sure that you use my referral code, the one that you see on the screen. We be live and take a subscription and get a 10% discount. So, Rain on the Roof by Coach Skinny. Like I always do, we read the poem first. Okay, the first reading, first draft of the poem, we're going to read the whole thing as one unit. Of course, it is one unit divided into three stanzas. And after that, we're going to pick lines and we're going to understand the meaning. So पहले पूरी पोएम रीड करेंगे और उसके बाद चार चार पंक्तियों को उठाएंगे और समझेंगे कि कवि हमसे क्या कहना चाहते हैं. Remembering the name of the poet, as I always say, is very important. So make sure कि आपको poet का नाम याद रहे. ये वाली poem के poet का नाम याद रखना is very easy. You can remember it as a raincoat, coat skinny. So raincoat की तरह आप इसको याद कर सकते हो. You can remember it that way. Small hack out of many hacks that I keep showering. So we'll get started now. Please read with me loud and clear and be as expressive as possible. This will help you to remember the key words. It will improve your reading skills and will make you more confident in English. So let's start. Rain on the Roof. When the humid shadows hover over all the starry spheres, and the melancholy darkness gently weeps in rainy tears, what a bliss to press the pillow of a cottage chamber bed and lie listening to the patter of the soft rain overhead. Every tinkle on the shingles has an echo in the heart, and 1,000 dreamy fancies into busy being start, and 1,000 recollections weave their air threads into woof as I listen to the patter of the rain upon the roof. Now in memory comes my mother, as she used in years agone to regard the darling dreamers ere she left them till the dawn. Oh, I feel her fond look on me as I list to this refrain, which is played upon the shingles by the patter of the rain. Very beautifully constructed and structured and justified into three stanzas. The poet, I must admit the fact, has done a very beautiful job by creating these three majestic stanzas. Let us now get into the details. मानना पड़ेगा कि पोएट ने बड़ा कमाल किया है ये 3 पैराग्राफ में पोएम को इतने ब्यूटीफुल तरीके से स्ट्रक्चर करके. So now what we're going to do is we're going to pick each para and we're going to understand, okay, every stanza, and we're going to break the lines and understand it. In this session we will also be discussing the poetic devices, alankar I think जिसे आप कहते हो शायद हिंदी में, और and we are also going to discuss the important and useful expressions which will definitely be a part of your paper. So let's get started. When the humid shadows hover, please sit with a pencil and your textbook and go on writing everything that has been highlighted here. This will prove to be of great benefit to you when you're revising. So when the humid shadows hover, now what are these humid shadows? Humid is nothing but something that is full of moisture, so we are actually talking about the cloud here. And they are so full of moisture, they are so heavily loaded with water content in it that they cast shadows on earth. It looks like as if they are weighing down from the sky and you can see their shadow falling on the land. And these clouds are very slowly and very softly they are moving by, and that is the reason the poet has used the word hover. Over all the starry spheres. The moment the poet says starry spheres, it is a hint that he's talking about night, the night sky, because that is when the entire sky looks like, different groups and clusters of stars that are available. And the melancholy darkness. All of a sudden it is so gloomy when you see the skies clouded, because the clouds have covered, they have concealed the stars in the sky. The brightness is all time low, it has been dimmed, And that's where you feel that there's this very sad environment that has been created. And the melancholy darkness. Melancholy is sad. Gently weeps, that is, cries in the form of rainy tears. So the poet has a very strong imagination. If you see these four lines, the poet has a very beautiful imagination of how everything is so sad and so dull, as if it is so dejected and depressed because it is all cloud covered. You cannot see the starry sky, and it feels as if everything around is very gloomy and just breaks down into tears. What a bliss to press the pillow. And now the poet talks about a human mind, about himself. He says that what a happy moment it is to just press your head, as in put your head against a pillow of a cottage chamber bed. Very simple terms, a bedroom. So you lie down in your bedroom, on your bed, press your head against the pillow, just lie down, relax, and lie listening to the patter. Tup, 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 tup. The sound of the rain, of the soft rain overhead. Not literally on your head, it is over the head at a distance from your head. So this is how the poem starts, with a very sad environment where it is clouded. इस तरीके से पोएम की शुरुआत होती है. तो यहाँ पे जो पोइट ने कहा है ह्यूमिड शैडोज हावर, पोइट बात कर रहा है बादलों की जो इतने ज़्यादा काले घने हैं क्योंकि वो पानी से भरे हुए हैं और धीरे धीरे हिल रहे हैं. दे आर मूविंग, दे आर क्रॉलिंग, रेंग रहे हैं. सो पोइट ने यूज़ किया है एक वर्ड वहाँ पे, हावर. और पूरी रात की स्काई है. स्टारी स्फीयर्स मतलब क्या, रात का समय है जब सारे चांद सितारे सितारे सारे चमकते हैं आसमान में. लेकिन क्योंकि बादल छा गए हैं तो सितारों को कवर कर दिया है, और क्योंकि सितारों को ढक लिया है बहुत ही सैड सा माहौल बन गया है. इट इज़ कॉल्ड एज अ वेरी मेलंकोलिक डार्कनेस. अंधेरा है, बहुत ही ज़्यादा गुमसुम है, और अचानक से बारिश होने लगती है. जैसे कि इतना सैड एनवायरनमेंट है, इतना दुखी वातावरण है, बोरिंग सा है, डल सा है कि अचानक से रोने लग जाता है एनवायरनमेंट. और ये रोना क्या है, बारिश होने लगती है और धीरे धीरे शुरू होती है, जेंटली, सॉफ्टली. और तब कवि कहता है, पोइट कहता है, यार बड़ा मज़ा आ रहा है. क्या शानदार एक्सपीरियंस है कि आप अपने सर को अपने तकिए के अगेंस्ट दबाएं और आराम से अपने बेडरूम में लेटे लेटे धीरे धीरे टिप 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 जो पानी गिर रहा है आपके छत के ऊपर, जो आपके सर के ऊपर है, ओवरहेड, उसे एंजॉय करें. क्या शांति का वातावरण है, जिंदगी का सुख है ये. नाउ सम पॉइंट्स टू बी नोटेड हियर आर starry spheres. Here that you see this point, the starry spheres actually mean that the sky at the night time is full of stars. And shadows की जो बात हो रही है यहाँ पर, shadows की जो बात हो रही है, it is basically the moisture laden clouds, जो बादल एकदम पानी से तर हैं, भर चुके हैं, that cast shadows on the earth. ऐसा लग रहा है जैसे धरती पे उनकी छाया पड़ रही है. Let's go to the next stanza. And when I break it into four lines each, what we get to learn here is the poet describes his experience of rain. One day, as he lies in a comfortable, leisurely mood in his cottage and listens to the soothing music made by the showers of rain falling overhead on the roof. छत पे जो पानी गिर रहा है. The poet states that when the star-studded sky, poet ने word use किया है starry spheres, is thickly covered with clouds, it leads to gloomy darkness all around. सब कुछ बड़ा सुमसुम सा लगता है. The vapors condense to form clouds, और ये साइंस आ जाता है हमारा कि फिर वो clouds बनते हैं, और clouds के बाद after that they produce gentle rain, और हल्की हल्की बारिश होने लगती है. What a bliss, according to the imagination of the poet. So please remember, According to the imagination of the poet, the raindrops are tears shed by the dense and sad darkness. Ghani or Dukhi. The poet considers it to be a heavenly, delightful experience. बहुत ही शानदार, उम्दा, खुश कर देने वाला. To lie in a comfortable bed, soft cushioned bed, pressing the head against a soft pillow, अपना सर तकिए पे रखना, and listening to the pattering sound of the showers of rain falling on the roof. और धीरे 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 जो बारिश हो रही है उसकी आवाज को एंजॉय करना. What a bliss. आगे बढ़ते हैं. Every tinkle on the shingles. अब ये लाइन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. This line is very important. There are bright chances that you will have a lot of MCQs coming from this area of the poem. So pay a little extra attention over here. So every tinkle on the shingles, what is the poet telling you? Every short, light ting, ting, ting. So tinkle is a very small sound, a sound that doesn't go long for a very long period of time. It is there for a very short period of time. So every tinkle on the shingles. Now shingles are what? I generally have a habit of drawing it and showing it to you so that it just stays in your mind forever and a little longer. So here you see, if this is the roof of the house that I'm talking about, okay, so this is the roof, okay, this is the roof. हिंदी में हम इसे छत कहते हैं. Shingles are nothing but, if you see, these tiles are placed. I mean, if you've seen the South Indian movies, the one thing that comes into my mind when I talk about shingles is Shivaji the Boss or Shivaji the Boss. So these tiles that I'm talking about, this area, these tiles that are there, they are called as shingles. Okay, pardon my drawing. I'm a good artist. Okay, I'm not that bad. So these tiles that I'm talking about, they are called as shingles. They are the rectangular wooden tiles that are used on the roof, and when the raindrops fell or fall on it, they produce this very soft sound of tup tup tup. It's a very small and a very short-lived sound, but produced in a very rhythmic manner. अगर आपने कभी रुक के बारिश की आवाज़ सुनी है, so I'm sure you will realize, आपको definitely ये एहसास होगा कि बहुत ही rhythmic pattern में होता है जब आप पूरे ध्यान से सिर्फ उसे सुनो, with all your concentration, if you're only listening to the sound of the rainfall. और जैसे जैसे, अब ये लाइन समझना बहुत ज़रूरी है, so pay attention. Just the way these raindrops are falling, ठीक है, ये यहाँ गिर रहे हैं पानी की बूंदें रूफ के ऊपर, and they are producing a sound, and in response to that sound, the poet's heart is producing an echo. तो जो पोएट का दिल है वो उसके साउंड के हिसाब से थक 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 कर रहा है. So every tinkle on the shingles has an echo in the heart. पोएट का दिल जो है वो धड़क रहा है. And 1,000 dreamy fancies into busy being start. So 1,000 imaginations, dreamy things. You must have heard your teacher throwing a chalk at you and telling you to stop daydreaming. दिन में सपने देखना बंद करो. सपने, dreamy. So बहुत सारे fancy imaginations, all the imaginations where you see all the happy moments and you want to experience these kind of bliss in life. So all these beautiful imaginations, it starts coming in your mind very slowly. They start coming into your mind, into the busy being start. Busy being is the busy human being's mind. And 1,000 recollections. और बहुत सारी पुरानी memories. So imagination is one thing, and your old lived moments which have now become and turned into memories. All these recollections come into the mind of the poet. And it seems as if all these threads of different memories and imaginations are actually interweaving themselves. They are tangling and mixing and, just creating a very beautiful patchwork of memories of your beautiful moments of life that you have lived and you've cherished all these years. All of them mixed together in your mind, and the result of these threads, imaginary threads, mixing into your mind is creating a very beautiful patchwork. As I listen to the patter of the rain upon the roof. So, when the poet is listening to the sound of the rain on the roof, the tinkling on the shingles, he's actually having all these beautiful things coming into his mind, the beautiful memories, the moments, the fancies that he wants to live, and the moments that he's already lived. वो पल, वो ख्वाब जो वो जीना चाहता है, और वो लम्हे जो वो ऑलरेडी जी चुका है, ये सब मिलके उसके दिमाग में एक बहुत ही सुंदर चित्र बनाते हैं. और क्योंकि वो कहता है, poet is comparing these thoughts and fancies and imaginations and memories to threads, धागों से कंपेयर कर रहा है. तो ये धागे सारे मिलके उसके दिमाग में एक बहुत सुंदर सा पैचवर्क बनाते हैं, अपने आप को बुन रहे हैं जैसे उसकी इमेजिनेशन में, जब वो लेटे लेटे बारिश की आवाज़ को सुनता है. Some important points to be noted here. Weave their air threads into woof. That means many, numerous, innumerable, several imaginary thoughts and memories enter into the mind of the poet. Air threads, actually, the poet is comparing these memories to threads. And woof is nothing but a unique fabric of memories which is very imaginary in nature. And because we've been continuously talking about rain, I feel a little thirsty. Give me like 10 seconds and I'll be back. Hold on and read what we've just discussed. Bliss. This is absolute bliss. Gratified to have water in life. Now, if we have to understand this whole stanza in terms of words, in this stanza, the poet describes the impact of the music made by the rain on his heart and mind. He remarks that the tinkling sound produced by the raindrops falling on the roof tiles cause a loud and clear music in his heart. His heart beats respond sensitively to every sound of the falling rain. In his already occupied mind, a large number of colorful, imaginative, and fancy ideas spring up. Innumerable memories of the past are revived and interweave as if woven like a patchwork fabric as he lies listening to the pattering sound of the raindrops. So in this stanza, poet is just describing that what is the outcome, what is the result and impact that he has on his heart and mind when he listens to this healing sound of rain. He actually indicates and shows and brings it to the notice of the reader that this tinkling sound, his heart is very sensitively capturing and reciprocating, as if heart is listening to the raindrops and is coordinating the sound with them by the beats, the heartbeats. It is loud and clear in his mind and in his heart. His heartbeats respond sensitively to every sound of the falling rain. In his already occupied mind, a lot of things that are going on. Or once you grow up, your mind is occupied with 10 more responsibilities. So it's a busy mind, already occupied with a lot of stress and thoughts. A large number of colorful, imaginative, bright, vivid, something that makes you happy, cheers your mood up, fancy ideas spring up, एकदम से आने लगते हैं. Innumerable memories, you cannot count them. Itni memories of the past are revived, and they interweave, they come back to life as if those moments that you have already lived, as if they've come back, and as if they have been interweaving, and they are becoming like a patchwork or a fabric thing in your mind, as if a beautiful detailing that you do on a piece of cloth with all the different color threads, and how beautiful it turns out to be when that entire embroidery patchwork is done. And all of this is happening when the poet is lying down on the bed and listening to the pattering sound of the rain. So पोएट कहना चाहता है कि देखो मेरे दिल और दिमाग पे क्या असर हो रहा है बारिश की बूंदों का. जो आवाज़ें वो धीरे धीरे बरस रही हैं, टप टप टिप टिप टप टप टिप टिप, ऐसा लग रहा है मेरे दिल में क्लियरली बज रही हैं और मेरा दिल उसे रेसिप्रोकेट कर रहा है, उसके साथ में ताल से ताल मिला रहा है. और मेरा जो दिमाग, जिसमें पहले से इतने ज़्यादा ख्याल है, काम का इतना स्ट्रेस है, जीवन की इतनी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज़ का बोझ है, अचानक से उस दिमाग में अलग अलग कलर्स, अलग अलग इमेजिनेशन, अलग अलग फैंटेसीज के थॉट्स आने लग जाते हैं, उछल उछल के आ रहे हैं. एंड बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है, अचानक से खुशी महसूस हो रही है. और जो पुराने दिन जिए हुए थे, वो पुरानी यादें ताज़ा हो गई. आपने सुना होगा जब मम्मियाँ मासियाँ सब इकट्ठी होती हैं, वो पुराने बचपन की बातें करती हैं कि यार यादें ताज़ा हो गई. सेम थिंग द पोएट इज एक्सपीरियंसिंग. बिल्कुल वैसा ही उसे एहसास हो रहा है लेटे लेटे कि हाँ यार, बारिश की बूंदों के साथ वो मीठी मीठी यादें, ऐसा लग रहा है आज फिर जी रहा हूँ. एंड वो यादें मिक्स होती जा रही हैं आपस में, एक के बाद एक के बाद एक के बाद एक, और खुद को बुनती जा रही एक बहुत सुंदर सा पैचवर्क, एक बहुत सुंदर सा एम्ब्रॉयडरी का काम मेरे दिमाग में बन चुका है, यादों का जाल बन चुका है. रिमेंबर इट एज अ जाल. और ये सब तब हो रहा है जब पोएट अपने बेड पे लेटा हुआ है और बारिश की बूंदों को सुन रहा है. एंड नाउ कम्स द मोस्ट ब्यूटिफुल पार्ट. Now in memory comes my mother, as she used in years gone. This part tells you that the mother is no more alive. Important MCQ, an important fact of the poetry which has not been spoken very clearly and very loudly in the lines. It has not been written that the mother has passed away, but very subtly the poet has told this to you, in a very soft and a mild way. The poet has told to you that now I'm thinking about my mother who has already died, in the years gone. And the poet thinks about a very beautiful memory of his mother. As she used to do something, some of her actions that she used to do back then, probably on a rainy night, to regard the darling dreamers. She used to come to the darling dreamers. Who are these darling dreamers? They are her kids, unke bacche. She used to come to her kids, that is the poet and his siblings. Or, so here it's like before she left them till dawn, which means that, now the mom will also go and sleep, and now she'll only get to see her kids when it is the next morning. That is the meaning of this line. Because now she'll get to see them only when it is a daybreak, it's early morning. Jab wo uthegi aur bacche uthenge, that's the time she'll get to see them, not before that. Oh, the poet says, I feel her fond look on me, how lovingly she used to see us, how she used to tuck us in the bed and put that blanket on us and just see us sleeping slowly, just slipping into our slumber land. And the mother is standing there and looking very affectionately at the child. So, oh, I feel her fond look on me as I listen to this refrain. And list is nothing but just a short way of writing listen, an archaic way of writing listen, Old English. So as I list to this refrain, the sound of the rain. And why does the poet say it is a refrain? Because he's again and again in the poem, he is actually emphasizing on the sound of the rain, and that is the reason he says that it is the refrain that he's listening to, because he's repeating the whole line. Refrain is basically a poetic device. It's a figure of speech wherein you repeat the whole line at different intervals in the poem, in different stanzas. That is called as a refrain in English. And so the poet uses that poetic device as a word itself to show the meaning of that word. That I am again and again talking about the pattering of the rain on the roof. So what is the refrain here? Refrain is the sound of the roof. Sorry, sound of the rain on the roof, which is played upon the shingles. I showed you the drawing of the shingles, my beautiful drawing, by the patter of the rain. So what is the refrain? The sound of the rain. This sound of the rain, how is it getting created? It is being played as if somebody is sitting and creating the tune, sitting and playing the tune with the help of the raindrops. And the poet's heart is just cherishing this entire musical episode that has been created by the nature. And this is during the night time, and the poet is not busy with his work and is relaxing in his bedroom. To explain the same thing again in Hindi, अब जब सारे सुंदर सुंदर मेमोरीज याद आ रही हैं, पोएट अपने पुराने लम्हों को जी रहा है, तब उसे याद आती है उसकी मम्मी, माँ की याद आती है, और वो याद आती है जो वो बहुत सालों पहले, अर्लियर देन द प्रेजेंट टाइम, आज से पहले, आज माँ जिंदा नहीं है उनकी, तो मम्मी जो करती थी उसकी याद आती है। मम्मी क्या करती थी? मम्मी कमरे में आती थी, रात का समय होता था तो बच्चों को सुलाती थी, उन्हें ब्लैंकेट उड़ाती थी, उन्हें प्यार से देखती थी, क्योंकि फिर वो खुद सोने जाएगी और बच्चों को तभी देख पाएगी जब अगले दिन की सुबह होगी। तो शी लेफ्ट देम टिल डॉन, तो माँ प्यार से बच्चों को देख रही है, और पोएट को आज वो दिन याद आ रहा है, वो रात याद आ रही है जब माँ इतने प्यार से देखती थी, और उसे लग रहा है कि आज भी शायद मम्मी वहीं खड़ी है और मुझे देख रही है उतने प्यार से। और ये सब उसे कब याद आता है? जब वो सुन रहा है धीमी धीमी बूंदों की आवाज जो उसके छत पे गिर रही है। और क्योंकि वो पूरे पोएम में जितने भी स्टैंजास हैं, 3 हैं, इन ऑल दीज 3 स्टैंजास वो यही आवाज की बात कर रहा है, इसलिए वो कहता है कि ये एक तरीके का रिफ्रेन है। इट इज द साउंड ऑफ रेन जो बार बार उसके दिमाग में चल रही है, और ये आवाज उसके छत पे हो रही है, वो वुडन टाइल्स पे हो रही है जो उसने छत पे लगा रखी है। एंड दिस इज व्हाट द एंटायर मीनिंग ऑफ द लाइन इज। एंड रिफ्रेन एक तरह का पोएटिक डिवाइस है, फिगर ऑफ स्पीच है। उसका मतलब होता है एक लाइन को बार बार पोएट रिपीट करता है पोएम में, एक के बाद एक नहीं करता है, डिस्टेंस पे करता है, लेकिन अक्खी लाइन पूरी लाइन रिपीट करता है, उसे हम कहते हैं रिफ्रेन। और यहाँ पे रिफ्रेन, इस पोएम में अगर रिफ्रेन का मीनिंग समझना है तो वो साउंड ऑफ रेन है, क्योंकि वो बार बार साउंड ऑफ रेन की बात करता है। सो दिस इज अ वेरी ब्यूटिफुल पोएम, एंड लेट्स जस्ट क्विकली रीड द एक्सप्लेनेशन ऑफ दीज लाइन्स। In this stanza, the poet vividly remembers how many years ago his mother used to look down affectionately at him and her other children. माँ कितने प्यार से देखती थी अपने बच्चों को। His mother would look at them every night, for she knew that she would not see them until the next morning. कि अब तो बच्चे सीधा सुबह ही देखने मिलेंगे। As he listens to the music of the rain, he still experiences the look of his mother. He feels as if the mother is there and mother is still looking at me, because he's reliving all the old memories. This rainy night reminds the poet of similar nights of his childhood. ऐसी रातें, बारिश वाली रातें बचपन की, when his mother was alive and showered love on him and his siblings. उस पे और उसके भाई बहनों पे मम्मी जो प्यार दिखाती थी। बचपन में जब बारिश होती थी तो माँ कैसे बच्चे के पास रहती है, उसे डर लगता है. So this is one of the most beautiful memories that the poet relives in his mind on this rainy night with the sound of the rain on the roof. I hope you've enjoyed the detailed explanation, and if you really enjoy the way I teach and you want to learn more and a 360-degree language learning from me in your syllabus, language details, technical tools that support your syllabus, enhance your language all the more. So make sure you use the code VB Live and subscribe. Coming down to the message of the poem, if in short we have to say what is the poet telling us, hidden message. The poet conveys the message that rain has healing and calming powers, which forms lasting memoirs in the human mind of the sights, sound, fragrances, and our experience associated with it, chiefly those involving our loved ones. Rain invigorates and rejuvenates us and forces us to recollect and re-experience our past memories. So if you see, the overall message that the poet is trying to give us here is, पोएट हमसे कहना चाह रहा है that the poet has healing, आपको ठीक करने की शक्ति है बारिश में, रेन में, calming, शांत करने की, to relax you, to repair you, to fix you. And ये जो भी experiences हैं, all these experiences, you know, they get etched in your memories. आपके दिमाग में हमेशा के लिए छप जाती हैं. In the mind. They are in the form of sight, जो आप देखते हो, what you see. In the form of sound that you listen. In the form of fragrances that you might have once smelled. And the experience, जैसे कि वो अपनी माँ को याद करता है बारिश वाली रातों में अपने बचपन में. So your experience associated with rain. Chiefly, majorly, most importantly, सबसे ज़्यादा वो वाले एक्सपीरियंसेस जिनमें आप अपने हैप्पी पीपल, योर लव्ड वंस, फैमिली, फ्रेंड्स के साथ थे, यू वर विद देम. रेन इनविगोरेट्स, एनर्जाइज कर देती है आपको, ताकत भर देती है, स्फूर्ति भर देती है आपके अंदर. इनविगोरेट्स एंड रिज्यूविनेट्स. रिज्यूविनेट्स मतलब क्या, आपको तरोताज़ा कर देती है, रिफ्रेश कर देती है. एंड फोर्सेस अस, मजबूर कर देती है टू रिकलेक्ट, आपको फिर वो पुरानी सारी यादें याद आएंगी. एंड री एक्सपीरियंस, और आप फिर से वो लम्हे जियोगे जो आप जी चुके हो अपने दिमाग में. री एक्सपीरियंस आर पास्ट मेमोरीज. सो बारिश एक बहुत ही शानदार और बहुत ही सुंदर एक्सपीरियंस है. एंड दैट इज़ द मैसेज द पोएम इज़ गिविंग एंड द पोएट इज़ गिविंग अस, कि जो भी बारिश में आप महसूस करते हो वो एक तरीके से आपको शांत करता है, आपको खुश करता है अंदर से. इट मेक्स यू फील हैप्पीनेस फ्रॉम द इनसाइड. And if you pay attention on the theme of the poem, which is a part of our question answer segment, अगर आप इस पे ध्यान दो, so the theme of this poem is the healing power of rain. When certain events take place, long lost memories from the past flood back to our minds. The musical sound of the raindrops sorry, let's read it again. The musical sound of the raindrops falling on the rooftop at night has the ability to revive sweet memories from the past, at the same time rousing fancies in an otherwise busy mind. The rain thus soothes and comforts an overworked mind by taking it back to its lovely past, producing a blissful moment. Some of our best memories in life are associated with rain. So if you see the theme, the underlying tone of this poem, जो भावना इस poem में है, the feel of this poem, It is all about how magically healing, repairing powers of the rain. When certain events that take place in your life, they stay back in your mind. Some happy moments, sad moments, but happy moments are something you want to keep on reliving them again and again in your mind. And sad moments are something you keep running away from them. You don't want them to come back to you in your mind. But happy moments are something that are there. Maybe you don't, live them again and again or revive them again and again in your mind, but you remember them. They are these long lost pages of life which are there in your at the back of your mind. And all of a sudden, when something like a rain happens at night, producing this beautiful sound, all of these happy memories, which were long lost pages of your beautiful story, your life, just flood back. They just gush back into your life. And they just overwhelm you with happy emotions. The sound of the rain is not just a normal sound, it's a musical sound. Music has the power to heal you, and so does the rain. You just live all those beautiful memories, as in you time travel to those lovely moments of your life when you actually felt happiness off from the materialistic world with your loved ones, with their attention, love, and care. And your busy mind, which is so busy in managing the life, creating a balance, getting the work done, all of these boring, everyday, monotonous thoughts, all of a sudden colors are added to it. It is like a monochrome mind being filled with rainbow colors. The rain thus soothes and comforts an overworked mind. दिमाग काम कर करके थक चुका है और बारिश का म्यूजिक उसको जिंदा कर देता है, रिफ्रेश कर देता है. By taking it back to the lovely past, producing a blissful moment. और इस लम्हे में खुशी होती है. You feel happy at this point of time, thinking about those moments which you have already lived. Some of the best memories in life are actually associated with rains. कोई आपका एक्सपीरियंस, कोई मज़ेदार किस्सा, जनरली ये सब बारिश में होता है. Now coming to the most exciting and the most important segment. After understanding the poem, it's important to understand the devices, the figures of speech that have been used by the poet in this poem. So we're going to understand it one by one, starting with the first one, that is alliteration. I'll just quickly change my marker to something that's more visible or something that's more color coordinated. Alliteration. So alliteration is basically you're repeating the starting sound in a sequence of words, which actually just means you are, let me just write it for you so that you can note this down, in one line. So when you repeat some sound of the words in one line, you say it is alliteration. For example, the one that you see here, into busy being start. Okay, it is a start and not a star. So if you read this line, into busy being, b. Now in memories comes my mother. So if you see the sound of m is produced, if you see the sound of b is produced, not the letter, see the sound. That is alliteration. Coming down to personification. Personification, the word itself tells you you are personifying something. That means you are giving a human quality to something that is inhuman, inanimate, or a thing, or a bird, or an idea, or an animal. Something that only a human can do and not others, be it living or non-living. So here if you see, we have spoken about the melancholy darkness. Getting sad is actually a human quality. We get sad, not the darkness. And when we say gently weeps in rainy tears, the darkness cannot weep. Crying is a human quality. Darkness, clouds cannot do that. It's only in our imagination we say that, बादल रो रहे हैं, इसलिए बारिश हो रही है. Or when we say this thing, 1,000 recollections weave their air threads into woof. So weaving is actually a human quality. कढ़ाई बुनाई सिलाई ये सब करना, ये human quality है. And this human quality we are actually giving to our imaginations, to our good, beautiful, long lost memories. So these are the human qualities. वो चीज़ें देना या करना, किसी ऐसे इंसान को ये आदतें देना या ये हैबिट्स या ये स्वाभाविक जो चीज़ें हैं जो सिर्फ ह्यूमंस कर सकते हैं, इंसान कर सकते हैं, जब आप वो किसी निर्जीव या किसी जानवर या किसी पक्षी को देते हो, तो आप उसे कहते हो पर्सोनिफिकेशन, जो सिर्फ इंसान कर सकता है. एंड देन वी कम डाउन टू द थर्ड वन. The third one is also a very unique and a very interesting poetic device which says transferred epithet. अब अगर इसको आसानी से समझना है तो इसका मतलब समझ लो. Epithet का मतलब होता है adjective, वो चीज़ जो noun का वर्णन करती है, that thing which describes or modifies a noun. So adjective actually जहाँ पे होना चाहिए था, the original place of this adjective, the adjective has been moved from its original place to a new place. We have picked that adjective from its original noun, जिसको वो describe करता है, the one that it is describing. हम इस adjective, I think in Hindi you call it as a विशेषण. So इस विशेषण को आप उठाकर किसी ऐसी जगह लगा दो जहाँ वो belong नहीं करता, where it doesn't belong. You put it at that noun. For example here, when I say melancholy darkness, देखो darkness दुखी नहीं है, but बोलते ना बादलों को देख के बड़ा ग्लूमी सा एटमॉस्फेयर देख के इंसान दुखी होता है, इंसान को लगता है बड़ा सैड सा है. We feel as a human being that it is all very boring and very dull. The darkness doesn't feel that. So melancholy is actually the adjective for human beings. Melancholy here is the adjective for poet, which has been picked and put to darkness just to create a poetic effect. या ड्रीमी फैंसीज, देखो जो आपकी इमेजिनेशंस है ना, वो ड्रीमी नहीं है, आप ड्रीमी हो. सपनों में आपकी इमेजिनेशंस नहीं खोई हुई है, आप खोए हुए हो. सो ड्रीमी इज द वर्ड फॉर द पर्सन हु इज ड्रीमिंग. बट यहाँ पे पोएट को ड्रीमी ना बोलते हुए पोएट ने अपने इमेजिनेशन को ड्रीमी कहा है. So we say you have picked up the epithet or adjective from the poet to the imaginations. You have picked up the epithet or adjective melancholy from the poet's frame of mind or mood to the darkness. इसे हम कहते हैं transferred epithet. There are two more beautiful poetic devices that have been used here. One is onomatopoeia. Now onomatopoeia, आप spelling के लिए याद रख सकते हो onomatopoeia. That's how I remember, and I tell my students to remember it. Onomatopoeia. आप उसको ऐसे याद रखना. I might sound like really funny right now, but ignore that. And the correct pronunciation of this word is onomatopoeia. So whenever you hear this, pia pia, oh pia pia, so that's the sound that comes out. Ignore that. Using of words that imitate or resemble sounds. Okay, imitate and resemble. What does that mean? You imitate means I say crash, smash, thud, bang. I'm producing the sounds, and when I resemble a sound, I can just say screeching of a door, screeching of tires, flapping of pages, barking of dogs, meowing or cooing of cats or pigeons respectively. So all these kind of things, they talk about a sound and they don't copy a sound. So patter here is actually the sound of raindrops, and tinkle is the sound. So tinkle is like imitating, the sound. And pattering is more like, pattering is imitating, and tinkle is more like representing or resembling. So whenever you use these kind of words that actually tell you more about the kind of sound that is being created or that is being spoken about, we say it is onomatopoeia. And then you have a poetic device, which I think most successful poets would always have it in their poems, and that is imagery. And I always tell all my learners that imagery, please remember, it comes from the word imagination. Something you imagine, something that you can visualize, recreate in your mind. So, when again the poet says melancholy darkness, you're actually creating an image in your mind that everything in the environment is all of a sudden so dull and boring. Or when you say rainy tears, you can imagine sad faces crying and crying, crying, crying that the rains are falling. Or starry spheres, you can actually imagine a sky which is star studded, it is full of stars. तो जब इस तरह की एक्सप्रेसिव लैंग्वेज हम यूज़ करते हैं, पोएट आपके दिमाग में एक इमेज क्रिएट करता है, आपको इमेजिन करने पे मजबूर करता है कि सोचो मेरे साथ जो मैं सोच रहा हूँ या मैं देख रहा हूँ जब मैं पोएम को लिख रहा हूँ, आप भी मेरे साथ सोचो. That is called as imagery. And now coming down to another important part of this poem is all its useful expressions. A special mention, this poem has some very interesting expressions जिन्हें समझना बहुत ज़रूरी है क्योंकि ये आपके पेपर में आएंगे. एंड अगर आपको नहीं समझ में आया हो तो you might just lose marks here. So let's change the marker and let's do it. So first thing that we talk about is a starry sphere. And whenever we talk about starry spheres, it is actually an area in the sky, those parts of the sky which are, which have these star groups. You will never see stars evenly spread out in a sky. कभी भी वो एक जैसे फैले हुए नहीं रहते, कहीं ज़्यादा होते हैं, कहीं कम होते हैं. So an area in the sky where these stars appear, that is called as a starry sphere. What a bliss. When the poet says that, poet कहना चाहता है कि it is a very pleasing moment, not a movement, sorry. It is a very pleasing moment. And such pleasing, such happiness-filled moment that the poet is not able to forget it. मेरे इस बच्चे हम कहते हैं ना, कोई चीज़ हमारे जहन में बस जाती है और अच्छी, बहुत खुश कर देती है हमें, जब उसे याद करो तो खुशी होती है. So that is what a bliss moment for you. Then the next important expression that has been used here is 1,000 dreamy fancies into busy being start. तो बहुत सारे ख्याल आपके दिमाग में आने लगते हैं. They just start coming in your mind. So यहाँ पे 1,000 dreamy fancies are imaginations into busy being start. Busy is the mind of the poet. So the poet remembers his past and finds himself lost in imagination, खोया हुआ है अपने ख्यालों में. And then after that, we have another beautiful expression, 1,000 recollections, weaving their air threads into woof. इतनी सारी memories, thousands of them. A chain of memories, एक के बाद एक, एक के बाद एक, एक के बाद एक, आती जा रही है, आती जा रही है. So a chain of memories that visit the poet's mind during the rainy season. एक के बाद एक याद आ रहा है, उसको अच्छा लग रहा है, उसको मज़ा आ रहा है. So that is 1,000 recollections जैसे आती जा रही है, and they are creating themselves into a beautiful patchwork which has been mentioned as a woof. मैंने कहा ना, हिंदी में आप याद रख लेना, जाल. And then there is another important expression, the last one, that is darling dreamers. Darling dreamers यहाँ पे बच्चों के लिए यूज़ किया गया है, kids, because they are the ones who are the most loved in the family and they remember their mothers as much as the poet. That is the reason they are called as darling, loved ones, and they're called as dreamers because they're the ones who remember their mothers the most. माँ नहीं दिखती तो रोना चालू कर देते हैं. So these are some very, very important expressions that can be asked in your paper and have been used in the poem. I really hope that you have enjoyed thoroughly the explanation and the things that I have pointed out. And now I will just take more 5 minutes, not even that much of yours, less than 5 minutes, to just inform you something that is going to be very promising and important for your 9th, 10th, the most crucial years, the years that are going to help you to decide your future career choices and where you stand in life. This is the first result that is going to be of most importance to you. And Unacademy is leaving no stone unturned in making it the most memorable in the least spent money. So it's a very smart investment, I must say. This is not about the expense that I'm talking. I'm talking about an investment that the parent is doing in the child, giving it like a 360-degree support system and making sure that a child gets everything. So you can actually go for an iconic subscription if you really want a very personalized, a highly personalized attention, which I think all of us look for. And at this price, it is unbeatable. So let me quickly brief you about the iconic subscription first, which will include the explanation of the plus subscription also. So when you take a plus subscription, you get all the live classes. Just the way I'm teaching you here, it is way more easier, way more interactive when we do it on the portal. So you get the live classes, you get the recordings of these sessions, you get all the PDF notes, all the test series, all the quizzes, all the batches that go live, and you don't have to pay anything over and above the subscription amount. So जितना आपको पैसे भरने हैं वो एक ही बार सब्सक्राइब करते टाइम भरने हैं. इसके अलावा आपको कुछ भी भरने की और एक्स्ट्रा ज़रूरत नहीं है. सो दिस इज़ द बेनिफिट ऑफ प्लस. और हमारे यहाँ जो टेस्ट सीरीज़ होती है उसका एक और एडवांटेज है कि वहाँ पे आपको एक मॉक एनालिसिस सेशन मिलता है कि आपसे उम्मीद क्या थी इस टेस्ट में, व्हाट वाज एक्सपेक्टेड आउट ऑफ यू इन दिस टेस्ट पेपर एंड हाउ हैव यू परफॉर्म्ड. वो उस पर डिस्कशन होता है टीचर के साथ. लाइव सेशन मिलता है आपको आपके सब्जेक्ट टीचर के साथ जो आपको वो सब्जेक्ट पढ़ा रही है. वही आपका टेस्ट सीरीज़ का एनालिसिस सेशन करेगी. So all these things, structured courses, keeping your exam syllabus in mind, सब कुछ होता है. अब ये हो गया प्लस. ठीक है, all of this you get in plus. इसके ऊपर एंड अबव जब आप आइकॉनिक लेते हो, ये आइकॉनिक क्या है? जब आप आइकॉनिक लेते हो तो आपको मिलता है सबसे पहले एक पर्सनल मेंटर, a mentor who is going to be available for you always and going to give you a very one-on-one attention, जैसे हम कहते हैं very personalized attention. और ये कोई एवे ग्रेजुएट बंदा नहीं है, it is a top notch educator जो आपको मिलेगा, and that educator will take care of all your worries and concerns on the portal. आपको मिलते हैं लाइव डाउट सॉल्विंग सेशंस. ये वो सेशंस हैं जहाँ पे टीचर अवेलेबल नहीं है लेकिन आपका मेंटोर है आपको गाइड करने के लिए. तो जैसे ही आपको डाउट आया, आपने मेंटोर को कांटेक्ट किया, इमीडिएटली आपका डाउट रिजॉल्व हो गया इन द ऑफिशियल वर्किंग आवर्स. ऐसा नहीं कि रात को 2 बजे आप उसे परेशान कर रहे हो. Every week there is going to be a report that is going to be submitted to you and your parents कि आपने कैसे क्लासेस अटेंड किए हैं, आपने कितना अच्छा परफॉर्म किया है टेस्ट्स में, क्विजेस में, इसका फ़ायदा क्या है, व्हाट इज़ द बेनिफिट ऑफ दिस. यू एंड योर पेरेंट्स नो दैट यू नो यू आर डूइंग अ गुड वर्क एंड व्हाट इज़ द इम्प्रूवमेंट. And after that, we also have a parent connect. Don't take this as a PTM जहाँ बच्चे के बारे में सिर्फ कंप्लेनिंग एरिया होता है. दिस इज़ मोर लाइक अ पेरेंट फीडबैक थिंग. अगर आपके पेरेंट्स को कुछ पूछना है, कुछ डिस्कस करना है, आपकी पढ़ाई को लेके, आपके फ्यूचर गोल्स को लेके, कैसे प्लान करें, कैसे टाइम मैनेज करें, एवरीथिंग दे कैन आस्क टू द मेंटर. एंड व्हेन आई टॉक अबाउट टाइम, the mentor is also going to help you to plan your studies on the portal. So, this is going to keep in mind the favorite educators you want to study from, and a nice planner will be given to you, will be made with you, will be guided and assisted when you're making it, so that you can take the maximum benefit on the portal. And for Iconic subscription also, you can use the code VB Live. This is going to bring you a nice 10% discount. जब आप Iconic लेते हो तो वो 6 months का सब्सक्रिप्शन मिनिमम होता है. ऑफकोर्स तभी आपकी पूरी प्रोग्रेस अच्छे से स्टडी करी जा सकती है. 1 month में कुछ नहीं होता. रोम वॉज नॉट बिल्ट इन अ डे. So 6 months से start होता है, and it is priced at a very low rate of 17,000 right now, which might be raised in some weeks. So make sure you enroll for this. इस पे आपको जैसे ही आप कोड लगाओगे आपको 10% फ्लैट डिस्काउंट मिल जाएगा. बचा लिया आपने पैसे. Another important thing that I want to inform my 9th standard students, make sure you note this. This is a very important announcement. We are finally launching the first and one of a kind batch on Unacademy जो आज से पहले नहीं हुआ, which is a writing skills batch for CBSE grade 9 class. ये कभी नहीं हुआ है, and I'm sure you will be very happy to know that your one of the most loved educators is taking this up. And I might sound like blowing my own trumpet right now, but that's not the case. I am very serious about this, and I've been developing some really, really cool hacks to make this entire session for English and Hindi के लिए आपके पास चेतन राज सर हैं, to make this entire experience of writing skills a cakewalk, something that you enjoy doing. क्योंकि मैंने देखा है बच्चे इससे भागते हैं इस सेगमेंट से. They don't want to practice writing skills. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. आपको मज़ा आना चाहिए. So I am just preparing some really cool hacks to make it easy and super fun for you. CBSE class 9 के लिए launch हो रहा है. Don't forget to use the referral code VB Live. And also guys, this is starting from 23rd November and this will go up to 22nd December. Don't miss it. It's a batch you should take up. So these are the details of the batch. They are not clashing with your school times. That's the best thing about this. And let me just highlight it with a more vibrant color. So my batch timings are going to be 7:45 to 8:45 p.m. And Chetan Raj sir is going to be available from 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. No clashes, absolutely. Please make a note of the dates and don't forget to enroll for them. If you haven't taken the subscription, first subscribe and use the code VB Live so that you get a nice 10% discount. You can take a screenshot of this. Okay, I would highly recommend you to take a screenshot. It's a step-by-step guide on how to subscribe to this terrific, wonderful, multi-dimensional, multifaceted, and very, very learner and educator oriented portal. They really take very good care of you. Unlike, I think nobody in the education industry takes this kind of care of the learners. And at this price, I mean, it's a very, very good investment. It's a multi-bagger investment, if you understand that term. वो investment जिसमें आप 1 रुपये डालो और उसका 4 हो जाए. It's like that. So you can just go ahead, download the Unacademy Learning app. Once you download it, you will see Manage Goals in the top left corner. And there now you will see the categories for 6, 7 and 8 also. You can take a subscription of any of these. Click on the plus, select your plan. I would always advise you to go for a bigger plan. That's what my students are doing right now, because it barely comes down to 800, 900 rupees a month with quality. Use the referral code here. You can also use the credits that you have along with the referral code so that you get a double discount. And then you also have an EMI facility that is available. It starts from 6 months and more than that, and this is zero cost EMI. आपका एक भी रुपया इंटरेस्ट में नहीं लगेगा. After that, you just have to attend the sessions. So I'm going to see you very soon on the sessions. Don't forget to enroll and don't forget the code, and learn live at the comfort of your home. Unlimited access to all the courses that are available on the portal. Learn from the top-notch educators, not just in your city but across India. कहीं जाने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, घर बैठे बैठे सब कुछ मिल रहा है, कोई बुक्स खरीदने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, सारे नोट्स आपको मिल रहे हैं. It's covering your entire syllabus. You get regular doubt solving sessions, live test series conducted for you, discussion over these test series, study material is provided to you in the PDF format. कोई books में invest करने की खर्चा करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, सब कुछ आपको मिल रहा है. We also do answer writing sessions and we leave no stone unturned in your mentorship and guidance. You can imagine with the kind of enthusiasm I have when I talk about this portal is how beautiful it is and how promising it is. This is how your subscription will look like for class 8. When you subscribe, you will see this message that the Creative Corner is complimentary only till 22nd November. Also, you will see a message that these rates are likely to be revised very soon. Like for 1 month, we've already revised it. So guys, please make a note of this. And here you have an option to enter your referral code. Don't forget to use the code VBLIVE. मैं कह रही हूँ tattoo करवा लो. Just get this etched in your mind, on your skin, in the book. And show some gratitude if you really enjoy my studying tricks for you. And just proceed to pay. When you proceed to pay, you will have EMI options which you can select. And guys, when you subscribe for 9th, let me just put it for you on the slide. When you subscribe for 9th, you get 10th, 11th, 12th till 22nd December Creative Corner free. Yes. So let's say if you take a subscription of 12 months or more, in the same time frame you get 10, 11 and 12. तो आपका 12th अगर अभी आप लेते हो, 9th लेते हो और आपका ख़त्म हो जाता है 9th के एग्जाम्स, आप तुरंत 10th की पढ़ाई स्टार्ट कर सकते हो. आपकी बाकी की भरी हुई फीस वेस्ट नहीं जाएगी, क्योंकि आपके लिए 10th, 11th और 12th प्लस क्रिएटिव कॉर्नर इज ओपन गाइज. सो प्लीज़ मेक श्योर दैट यू सब्सक्राइब. डोंट फॉरगेट टू एनरोल, because I think this is the best thing you can do and gift yourself in 2020 and secure your next amazing years. The most advisable batches are these kind of batches wherein you secure your 2-3 standards together at a very low price. If you actually compare it with this rate, you get a straight 58%, 63% and 65% off in the rates. And this is what you pay, and plus 10% discount on this. So if you take a 24 months, you're paying less than 1,000. Peanuts. I paid definitely more than this per subject in my 10th. So this is like a deal you should take up. It's the smart investment that you can do in your education. So guys, once again I repeat, don't forget to take the benefit of this Creative Corner. I will see you very soon on the Plus portal, and this is my referral code. Don't forget to use it and take a benefit of a 10% discount. Thank you so much for being such a lovely audience like always, and I will see you very soon once again with my next YouTube session and in my special classes. Don't forget to download the Unacademy Learning app and go to my page, my course page, Vandana Bajaj, and see the special classes. See for yourself how beautifully the concepts have been cleared by me. And you can always drop a feedback. I am very particular about the feedbacks that you leave. If you really enjoyed watching this session, do write it in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe this channel, because we serve you not just with one subject but with everything. And code, please yahi yaad rakhna and use it. Thank you once again. Have a great week, and I'll see you very soon. Bye guys, take care. God bless you always. So bye everyone. This is where I think I'm going to end my session, and see you again in no time. Take very good care of yourself and keep having kadas and keep having citric fruits, and avoid going out. In fact, I would believe that even if the schools are open, we are still in a pandemic situation. So please avoid going to schools. I know you terribly miss that feeling. Even I do. But right now it's a helpless state for you. Avoid doing that. Don't risk your life. Don't risk your parents' life. Take good care of yourself and your parents. God bless you always. Bye for now. See you very soon. And that's your educator, Vandana Bajaj.